she screamed, but nobody heard her. She screamed, let's make a burger. Big crowd pleaser, burgers. I'm going to use 2 different kinds of beef. One of them is called sirloin. This is ground sirloin, which is about 10% fat. And this is chuck, which is a little higher, almost 20% fat. You can add an egg if it's not fatty enough. If you want to make a fancy burger, you can add ground veal. Veal, you better source responsibly. And some people even put like fat back in it. And I mean, there's crazy stuff. But we're just doing a traditional beef burger. You don't want to overwork this. You don't want to mush it. That's a mistake that people make. So I'm just going to mix these 2 together. Okay. I'm going to add some salt and pepper, some Aleppo pepper, and a little secret ingredient called porcini mushroom powder from the Unbeatable Spice House. This is literally dried or desiccated porcini mushrooms ground into a fine powder. And it enriches every single thing you put it in, specifically, for me, ramen. So if you're making ramen and you just go like this, put a little bit of this in your ramen liquid, it's like, wow. It makes it really big and beautiful. And when you start using this, you'll understand something about restaurant food has porcini mushroom powder on it. You just didn't know. It smells like a restaurant. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of this. And it gives sort of a rich, deep flavor. Don't overwork it, okay? Just gonna rinse my hands. I'm going to add some salt and pepper. A little bit of Aleppo pepper. We're gonna do this inside because Elsa's outside. Oh, it's exciting. How does that look on the camera? I'm gonna put a little bit of egg, not the whole egg. Okay, just that. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna let it sort of meld for a few seconds or minutes. I'm not squeezing it. I'm just moving it a little bit. How fat should your burger be? Not too fat. And you want to kind of press it, but don't mash it, right? What I'm going to do is heat up a pan, namely Conrad, and we're going to cook these burgers. Conrad, heat, high smoke point oil. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna take the bumpy side, the really bumpy side, and put it down. I'm gonna go like this. Burgers, burgers, burgers. Keep them burgers rolling, rawhide. I'm taking my flat greased surface and smashing them. Okay, smashed. It's about 3 minutes per side, depending on how big your burgers are. So you can see it cooking. See it? Coming up the side of the burger. If you want to cook it on the grill, make sure you have this kind of, like a fish spatula, because the hard spatula could be a pain in the butt. Did you ever sit in a diner and just watch the short order guy work? It's amazing to watch them. How many orders they can have going at the same time. They're great cooks, those guys. You know those famous stories about the $45 burger or the $700 burger at the MGM Grand or something? What kind of person eats that? Like, what is the mentality of that? I'm gonna go and have the $650 burger at MGM Grand. What? Why? Okay, I'm just gonna quickly fry the buns in here. I'm gonna cut this, it's a brioche. I'm not gonna really butter it because I'm gonna put it in this grease, which is what they do at the diner, by the way. All right, beautiful. Just toasted. You know, it's not a big schmoo. All right, off that goes. So we're ready to assemble. Now, as a small admission, which is that because it turned into the end days outside, we did not run out and buy a tomato. You should really have a sliced tomato, but we don't have that. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of mayonnaise like this. Ooh, ooh, a little bit of ketchup. Okay, I'm going to pick up a burger and set it on there, like that. I'm gonna put a little sliced raw shallot. A little iceberg lettuce, a little more ketchup on the other side. Of course, people can do this themselves. And you can also put mustard out in case they want mustard, and delicious burger. Somebody heard her scream for burgers.